It's a long time since I last saw y'all. Well, that's because I've been very busy with my son. I've been able to go out a few times to do some pickups, and I did record some episodes, but it was just such a shitty quality. Thing is, I've been using an iPhone 5 as my main telephone. I like the small size, I like the small form factor, but the camera is like from 2010 or 11, so yeah, it's pretty shitty. This is a Samsung Galaxy S7, also not the newest, but the camera at least should be a little bit better. So one of the first, I kind of already forgot the things I picked up that I didn't show you guys yet. So I might attach some bad footage at the end of this episode, so that you can still see my pickups. I think from starting after Italy, late November. Well, late November till, well, now December. So one of the things I bought is Escape 2042, the Truth Defenders, which is actually a really cool game. You can get it now for super cheap, I think 22 euros, but it doesn't come with a box. It's a standard universal game case. It comes with a cartridge and a manual, and you also get the printout sleeve, which is printed on very good quality, for 22 euros shipped. And actually the game itself is super fun, so yeah, pick it up if you can. Then these were still some Black Friday sales from Play Asia. Yeah, I just went through the retro type games that were on the cheap. Battle Kit. This one is an American game in the style of Mega Man, I believe. Haven't played it yet. This is the Famicom version, released by Columbus Circle. Apparently Columbus Circle doesn't really use the best quality PCBs and everything, but I never had any issues with their games so far. So yeah, I think this one was 25 or something. Then not too impressive looking shoot 'em up for the Dreamcast, Battle Crust. I saw some videos of it, kinda looks a little bit boring, but the music is pretty cool. And yeah, I think it was also 25 or something. And then Water Margin. This one has been translated by Pico Interactive, a USA publisher of unpublished games and Chinese games. They release things for everything, but this version is the European version by Josh Prot, which is kind of strange name for a company, but they always have like the coolest covers, and I mean, attention to detail is amazing. The game is still here. The cartridge is much more solid than that of for example, Escape 2042. Yeah, and it's a fun game. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up. I actually played pretty far in this one. It was really fun. Apparently, it uses borrowed sprites and music, but I don't mind. You know, it's a bootleg from 1996 actually. So my secret honey hole has been dry for many years, but I still managed to find one CDI game that I didn't have. Mystic Midway Phantom Express, 50 cents. Yeah, it's a shooter type game, like an Unreal shooter. Whoops, I got so much stuff. So I went to St. Niklaas. Don't exactly know why I went there. Oh yeah, I was coming from work back from Zela, and there's like a cash converter type store there, used products, and I bought Lost in Blue 3. It looks pretty cool, 15 euros. Kind of the expensive side, but it's the first time I see it. Then I went to the thrift store there in Krabbeek, which is a little bit closer back to my hometown, and they had like these Harry Potter starter decks for the trading card game. I actually already have 2 of these. Now I have 2 extra. This one was opened and used. I think this one is still sealed. 50 cents a piece. I couldn't leave them. My wife is a big Harry Potter fan, but to get her to play these kind of games is kind of difficult. Also there I found not Strider, but the bad guy's horsey. He's complete with all weapons, so that's pretty sweet, because normally when you find these, they're missing the guns and the turret on the back, or the tail is missing. It was also 50 cents. The quality, I mean, you see it has wear and tear. The stickers I can glue back on, but you see that the horse was played with a lot. So, but that's okay, because now I have the accessories, which are the most expensive part of these horses, and I can maybe pick up a better looking horse without the accessories. For 50 cents, awesome Moltu stuff. I forgot the name of the bad guy's horse. So sorry! I already made a separate video about this, but I got my copy of Tanglewood. Awesome game, really fun to play. Yeah, not much to say about this. It's a pretty expensive game. I believe if you want to buy it now, it's 70 euros. But I believe they also took care of the issue that the cartridge doesn't insert the wrong voltages into your system. So the cartridge, like all these modern cartridges are 3.3 volts instead of 5 volts. So they could break your system potentially, or break the cartridge. I believe they took care of it. So that's why it's also a bit more expensive. Also a thrift store find, but don't remember exactly when. Headhunter Redemption and Retracer 2 on the PSP. I believe they were 2 euros a pop. 2 euros a pop. I'm gonna drink a little bit from my coffee. Now, a childhood friend of mine texted me and said, I'm gonna get rid of all my games and systems, and I said okay, no sweat, give him to me. He had an Atari 2600, the six axer or whatever they call it. I didn't have that one yet. There were also some games included I didn't have. A SNES, which I already have of course, and I already had all the games. PS2, yes, I had already all the games, and GameCube were no games included. So that I'm gonna part out to friends of mine. Like the GameCube is already going to a nephew for a friend of mine. He's like 15 and he's really into Smash and things like that, so he will enjoy that GameCube. But the coolest thing included probably was the Neo Geo Pocket. You tell me, why did this guy have a Neo Geo Pocket? Well, because I convinced him when we were 15 years old to buy one of these. So sadly, he lost his boxes lost to throw away the box for the games, but Sonic Pocket Adventure I did not yet have, because back in those days I didn't buy it because he had it, so I could always play it. He also had a copy of Match of the Millennium, but he couldn't find it, so that's a bit of a bummer. System is pretty beat up, but still plays. And well, I already have a Neo Geo Pocket, the one that I bought in 1999. And I have a Neo Geo Pocket Color, which I bought in 2000, I believe. But I'm not gonna get rid of this because, man, it's one of my favorite systems. What else? Oh yeah. Let's get into some DVDs. Steve Martin's The Jerk. I love this movie. I never watched this movie, I mean. But it was mentioned a lot in Freaks and Geeks, a TV show about the early 80s. So I watched it with my wife, and it's really weird, you know. You see that it's not from this day. The humor is like completely strange for me. And then Still Sealed, a Jackie Chan movie from 2010. Like all Chinese action movies from the 2000s, it's plays in the historic times of China. But I mean, I'm always fond of watching a Jackie Chan movie. This one is Johnny Mnemonic, but in the Super Bit version. Super Bit was a system that plays on regular DVD players, but uses the entire disc to maximize the sound and image quality. So there are no extras on this format. And then The Hunt for the Red October, limited special edition. I'm a sucker for limited editions movies, so yeah, had to pick this one up. Actually, I don't think I ever saw the Hunt for the Red October complete. Like, I mean, I watched parts of it on TV, but never saw it completely. So the cash converters here in my city has been going insane. They suddenly have retro games again, which they haven't had for quite a while. And if they do, they just mark it like $3.99 or $4.99. But now they're like marking it at 40, 50. But I found something I didn't have, and the price wasn't too bad. So, what is also cool is that they're putting their SNES cards in universal game cases, which are all already worth like 2 to 3 euros. So that takes the price of the game down a notch. The game I got was Eek the Cat. It was priced at $9.99, which is kind of the rate it goes for, but for in a shop it's pretty cheap. They had a lot of Super SNES stuff, but I already had it all, or it was way overpriced. So even to buy to trade was not an option. Now this one I've been looking for a long time. 2 to 3 years ago you could find it in any toy store for like 7 euros or 10 euros, and now it's impossible to find, only second hand. And I know people don't talk well about it, but you know, I really want to play it, and I bought it because I finally saw it second hand in the store. It was 20 euros. Ugh, I hate it. I hate to pay 20 when you just saw it a couple of years ago for 7. But hey, that's the way game chasing go, I guess, or not, or whatever. So I had in one of the previous videos I showed you guys that I found like this A-Team tank, and one of the people in the G.I.Joe forums really wanted that because it's on scale with G.I.Joe and he likes to mod it. So I didn't have any real affection with it, and it was also pretty broken. So I say, sure, I'll trade it away with you. So the dude already gave me some G.I.Joe parts in the past, but now he like gave me, I had the empty shell of the tiger paw, and now he gave me the parts to complete it. The only thing that's missing, of course, is the missile on the other side. But that's pretty cool. He also gave me some other parts, but that's what I'm showing ya. I also, last Thursday I believe, found this G.I. Joe. Forgot his name. It's from 1990, so... And he's supposed to be white, he's a bit yellow. He also has like... I first thought it was a fake because his face is like so generic. But let's sit him down on the tiger paw. Yay! Woo. So what's up? On eBay I saw a guy selling off a bunch of NES games. He was bundling them in lots of 6 games for 30 euros. And there was one lot which had some of the most common games, but also some games I like really wanted, so I bought a lot. So here's some doubles in there, but also some 2 games I really wanted. So the doubles are Robo Warrior Top Gun second mission. I have to check if my copy is less clean, and because this is a really nice copy. Silent Service, you find it in every lot, of course. Solar Jetman, also will have to check if my copy is maybe in worse condition. And the games that I really wanted are actually two games that aren't in that great of a condition, sadly. Pinball Quest, which is a pinball RPG apparently. Apparently it's not that great, but I still needed to have this. I mean, such an awesome game. And Monster Truck Rally, which looks pretty cool, so yeah. And then the guy was also selling some loose games, and there was one I really wanted for a long time, Abadox, which is a cool looking shooter, apparently really hard. This is the USA version. There is a PAL release of this, but I believe it's really expensive, so the USA version on eBay it goes even less than 10 euros, but to get it shipped out to Europe it would cost more than 10 euros, so I'm happy to pay 10 euros for this. Okay guys, yeah, okay, I forgot about this already. So Captain Planet, bad guy, 50 cents or something. And this was pretty cool. It was a bag filled with these Mario and Donkey Kong figurines. There's some doubles in here. Yoshi. They're from 1998 by a company called A La Carte in Germany. So I don't know if it's from like a sort of Happy Meal or something. I don't know, man. There are two figures that are double that I have, like, even though the Donkey Kong I have triplets. So, whoa. These are going in the major giveaway box. You guys thought I forgot about that. No, I didn't. So, to enter the giveaway subscription, you need to be subscribed. You need to like the video, and you need to write supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in the comments. Each video where I give something away, if you write supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in the comments, you enter one ticket in the raffle, and on New Year's Eve, probably a bit later because with the kit and everything, I will draw the raffle and I will show everything that's in the case, and if you win it will get sent out to you. So these two figurines are added to the raffle. What else can I show here? Right behind me. Another awesome G.I.Joe vehicle. The Sky Striker, incomplete of course. I've looked online and parts for this baby are really expensive. So yeah, luckily it still has its wheels, but the chairs are missing and one of the exhaust jets is missing. So yeah, but it's still, I mean, it's a really cool looking plane. I'm thinking I'm gonna hang it on the wall like this or something like. I'm glad I started collecting toys because, sorry, otherwise I wouldn't be able to pick up anything in the thrift stores, you know. Yeah, seems like I'm at the end of my pickups. Yeah, so that was it. There might be another part at the end of this video in really horrible quality with other pickups. Why I'm not re-recording that is simply because I don't have the time, and also because I'm a kind of a lazy guy, so the games are already in the cupboards, so I would have to like re-find everything, and I'm not up to that. Well, see you guys later and have a happy new year. Bye.